Hey, welcome to another episode of Music Tips and Reviews with JG. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I've been having this conversation with people for a long time. I love Justin Timberlake, when he first started, really fresh in the game as a solo artist. Of course, he was in a group NSYNC. There was a huge, huge boy band group. So, I want to talk about these two albums because, people talk about these two, but which one is really better? Which album is better? Justified or, Future Sex Love Sounds was a good song as well. So, yeah. So y'all let me know. It's a lot. I feel like, the Justified album, it was a good album because, it was a mixture of the Neptunes and Timberland. Their sounds on that album really collided very well. It was a contrast. And shout out to Virginia. That's my hometown as well. VA. I think it's, a lot of creativity come from, Virginia. And Future Sex Love Sounds, I think it was a good, Timberland again to that sound, that pop sound, that was, from this 06 until, a few years later, he still had that sound. And so we're gonna look at the track list. We're gonna look at the track list of both of those albums, and y'all let me know which album y'all think is better, Justified or Future Sex Love Sounds. And so Justified, I love the cover. It starts off with Senorita. I like the way it started off. Produced by the Neptunes. Very dope track. This album had a lot of great songs. That's the thing about this album. You can listen to this album from top to bottom. It's really no skips. Like I Love You. I love the guitar on that one, featuring the clips. Oh No. I love that club vibe on that one. Take It From Here with the Neptunes. I thought that was a very nice ballad. I love the bridge on that song. Cry Me a River was another a single. So Senorita was like one of the first. Well, Like I Love You was the first, and then Senorita. Cry Me a River was one of the singles as well. So it was a lot of singles from this album as well. Rock Your Body was a great song. Nothing Else, love that song as well. Love the vibe of that, very smooth. Last Night. So I like that Timberland and Pharrell, the Neptunes, really shared production on this album. That's why I feel like it's kind of an advantage on this album, because it was kind of a mixture of both great super producers during that time, even now. Still on My Brain, The Underdogs. Take Me Now, that was a good song. I love that song. Right For Me, that was okay. Let's Take a Ride, I love the vibe on that one. Neptunes. Never Again, Brian McKnight, written by Brian McKnight. Worthy Of, I didn't really get into that one. I think that's like a bonus track in some other states, countries. But it's a very solid album. I love the album top to bottom. It had its own lane, as far as the sound sonically. And I thought it was a great debut album for Justin Timberlake. But I love when it went to Future Sex Love Sounds. Justin Timberlake really got into his own they created their own sound with this album. And we're gonna look at this track list as well. We're gonna look at this track list. I thought this was a fantastic album as well. I love the album cover really goes with the album, with the suit and the disco ball. His foot on top of the disco ball, because that's what this album was, a groove, like a pop vibe, pop R&B vibe. Future Sex Love Sounds was a great intro. Sexy Back, love that song, love the video as well, and I love the way Timberlake was in that one. Sexy Ladies, Let Me Talk to You, Prelude. Love the interludes on this album. My Love, that beat was insane. So most of this album was produced by Timberlake and Danger. I just love the sonics on this album. And like I said, I did miss the Neptunes, but I think Timberlake really held it down on this album as far as production. So let's see, where was it? Oh, Love Stone interlude. What goes around, what comes around. So it's a lot of interludes, but it really fit into the album though. It really fit into the album. Chop Me Up was good. Really hip hop vibe, down south vibe to it. D Girl featuring Will I Am. Love the vibe on that song. That was also produced by the Jawbreakers. And I believe probably Will I Am had something to do with that too. Summer Love. Love that prelude. Until the End of Time. I remember the first time I heard that song. I thought that song was incredible. Ballad, incredible ballad. I really don't care for the remix with Beyonce, but it's okay. Losing My Way was a good song, and All Over Again was a great ballad. So they were both good, but I would say to me, I really loved Justified album. I really love Justified album. I just think I could listen to that album more top to bottom than Future Sex Love Sounds. Future Sex Love Sounds is a good album, but I think Justified really did it for me. Just the ballads, the smooth ballads, from the Underdog, Still on My Brain was a great song. Let's Take It From Here. I think it was a great balance on this album, but you can tell he still was trying to figure out where he was going to go. And Future Sex Love Sound really stamped, his sound, his signature sound with Timberlake. So y'all let me know, leave a comment, which album y'all think was better, Justified or Future Sex Love Sound. So appreciate y'all for watching. Participate, let me know what y'all think about these two albums, because they were both good. I believe one came out in 2002, Justified, and Future Sex Love Sounds came out in 2006. So when he came back with Future Sex Love Sounds, I was like, oh yeah, this is a different sound. He's really growing into his solo artistry, if you will. So yeah, leave a comment, please subscribe to my channel, Music Tips and Reviews with JG, and until next time, all right, peace.